Dancehall is filled with artists trying to get that all-important bus. But actually, there aren't many female artists around. So when one comes out to the woodworks, we have to talk about them. And that's what we're going to do today. It's Shenseea. Let's talk about it.
With someone you are with
Hey everyone, and welcome to another Carib Fusion video. Dancehall for the most part is male dominated, and I think the ratio for every 100 man there's one woman. That's just my estimation, because there just seem to not be enough female artists in the dancehall space. I mean, we have people like Spice, we have Pampute, we had people like Lady Saw, Patra, and a few others which are just not readily coming to my mind. But we had, a fair amount of female artists. But in recent times, it's really seemed to just be Spice that's actually, dominating the airways and kind of flying the flags. And I'm not saying that to be rude to all the other artists that are out there. Obviously, we have Aishana, she's doing her thing. As I mentioned before, Pampute, Maca Diamond's coming back and doing her thing as well. So there's a bunch of other artists. Oh, and before I forget, there's also Climax, which is the girl that won Magnum, I think. So she's coming up, and that's really exciting. But at the moment, there's this new craze, I suppose you can call it, for this new artist called Shenseea. Now, many people know the song that's out now. She's released a video for Loodi, which is just been out for about 5 days now, and it's almost 900,000 views in less than 1 week, which is, when you think about it, amazing. I don't know many female artists, brand new female artists, that's able to accomplish that. But when you look at her setup and how she goes about her business, you can actually see why she's being so successful so quickly. So she's managed by Romeich Entertainment. Romeich is, well renowned in the dancehall scene. Either for clothing or for music, he is well known, and he generally has a very good team behind him. And I mean, this young lady, she is actually young, just turned 19. And, her songs are very vibey, very catchy. And I think she has the potential to be multi-dimensional. What I mean by that is that she could do anything. She could do, as she mentioned, she could do gospel, she can do R&B, she can of course do dancehall, and she can do, a cappella if she feels like it. So that's actually quite good to see, because one of the biggest criticism for female artists in dancehall is that they can just be one-dimensional. If they're not talking about how good they're giving it to their men, it's like they're not saying anything at all, which I think, in my opinion, needs to change. We can actually have artists that sing about other things. Like how Beyonce, she speaks about female empowerment, she speaks about partying, she speaks about a bunch of things, so I think that's something that we can adapt. But as far as Shenseea is concerned, I'm loving the image, I'm loving the music, and I think everyone needs to go check her out and, see what she has going for her, because I think she could potentially be the future for female artists, or at least a template for what can be possible in the dancehall space for Jamaican ladies. So if you haven't already, go onto her Vivo channel, watch the song Loodi. She's actually, featuring Vybz Kartel, which makes a good, good difference and so forth. So go ahead, watch the video, come back, give your opinions if you want. But yeah, definitely support her, because you know what? We need more of this in dancehall. That is it. And this is just an overview of what's going on the female aspect of dancehall. I'll be covering a few more female artists in the future. But for now, if you haven't already, please remember to subscribe. See you later, guys. Bye.